I long to feel something. But what is longing? Nostalgia? What is craving? To crave sounds. Low vibration. Desire. No, it's not desire. That sounds like wishful entitlement. I'll go for craving, but for something nostalgic, yes, yet also more like a yearning. That's it. There is this person named Kalina. She is known as the life of the party to some, to others, a reticent hermit. She's known as an ex-employee, ex-bestie of mine, or some other once upon a time. She's known as a community worker or Uya Singaterere. Through all such encounters, only I know the creative brewing underneath. So let me introduce to you the artist. I am the brand Anilloc.K.W, an autodidactic indie artist who runs the multifarious house of Anilloc. Being indie to me means creative freedom. I'm free to do nothing until I feel like doing something meaningful. Yes, the administrative DIY is challenging, but good grounds for learning. What is my background? I've been in amateur arboriculture trees, theater, publishing, television, art education, fashion and costume design, healthcare. Who knew wound care was such a gratifying art? Through these, I've become deeply spiritual, visual, character-driven, story, nature-driven, sociology and philosophy-driven. If you're asking who is your audience, still, like-minded contemporaries or people in constant search for fresh perspectives and theme-specific audiences. In other words, if you're looking for something consistently mainstream or conformative, I'm not the person for you. For today's project, I come as nothing but a songwriter and talent scout. Though I'm still learning to sing, I'll always attempt a demo, to pitch to a professional singer, because the right vocalist will do their thing, right? So you are about to hear a demo. I did a cappella of a song I wrote during a workshop I signed up for many, many years ago, when my life looked ideal, but I felt compromised. Fun fact, this recording came about because I grew impatient watching a pot on the stove, so I decided to pass time testing the kitchen's sonic qualities and chose this song, aptly titled Dying to Live. Later on, I also hope to share other songs that I wrote in this workshop. But for now, let me share with you the creative process. My transmutation seems to begin in some underworld where all resigned spirits retreat in protest, and this time, from there I was projecting into the universe what I wanted if I'm to keep giving my dutiful, yet seemingly ancillary human existence a chance. I saw myself suspended, supine and surrendered in this luminescent purple light, refracted through a still mist. There were expansive walls of ice either side of me, rugged, frosted, fortified, mulberry-colored walls, catching that light just enough for me to see they're there. There is no other life in sight. Below, far below, I had a knowing that there's a lava river running under a thin ice floor which only the passion in my feet could melt. So the irony was to run as fast as I can soon as I'm grounded, or else the river would burn through and drown me. The day I wrote this song, I'd raised myself into that limbo, telling life what's on my heart, that my course may be set, because once that ice called time liquefied, there was no rerun. The best I'd have to do is use my wrong turns as momentum, except I was not sure I'd manage that. Then I imagined that as I'm going through all this, there's another forlorn soul somewhere else in this dim Arctic canyon. I saw them partly grafted into the frigid walls, suggesting the length of time they felt as I do, and thus decided to join my prayer. Now, that's the reader and story writer in me. In reality, I wondered if the official recording should be a duet because one must run their race alone. Would it diminish the meaning to ask two persons to sing it? I said at best the human race is a relay, yet still, one cannot expect the next designee to paddle back and take the baton from them sooner than appointed. You must still write your allotted leg. The composer would have to imagine the music is a heartbeat through a marathon or series of sprints, such that sung melancholic or rapturous, they honor its every progression, artistically. When is it fluttering, or skipping a beat, thudding or regulating? Whether sung by some bored woman in her kitchen or imaginary shadows of selves in a wintry chasm, the song says I'm prepared to derail expectations if only to channel my creator through my gifts. It doesn't have to be poverty that triggers this petition. The icy canyon was a gem-set castle where I had it all. Yet I just couldn't shake off this feeling that there's more to life than this. That was my point of view. As for the inspiration, being born with nothing but a gift, confidence and mobility, and a community to serve with that gift for no other purpose than the collective enjoyment of the human experience, only to get weighed down by a list of other things I must do instead to survive a system man created for himself to supplement that joy because somehow it wasn't enough. He also wanted control of the human experience. Then I set out to go the opposite direction, till I woke to the understanding that that too is a chasing after the wind, for anything achieved through ego or insolence is also a trap. Recalling a young lady singing my song in a musical, or my siblings' laughter during a shadow puppet show I performed by moonlight during a blackout, I said that's all life's labor should be. Freeing. Oh, but I can hear someone comment, you can't pay bills with children's laughter. There's a statement, I'll die on that hill, you hear people use. My name means hill, you know. So when I say it, I'm literally betting on myself. Let's get into the lyrics. It's so few words I needed. The opening bar was inspired by the image of a drug addict. Stay with me. A drug addict getting a fix. Only my fix is creativity. On one hand, dying to live is an expression that connotes an audacious desire to radiate the true virtues of life. And on the other, denotes the duality of existence, of which one form must yield while the other is edified turn by turn till there's equilibrium. Out of habit, I sang "Oh Lord," but it should be "So Lord" to connect the two meanings. The second line, well, had the "get a real job and express yourself after retirement" crew in mind. Then I mention a reward at the finish line, not to mean there'll be any waiting for an afterlife to be happy. Not sorry. That's a mental colonizer's tactic meant to enable energy vampires who are afraid to die. Meantime, with all this hogging and hoarding of wealth, non-afterlifers don't seem to have the courage to live either. But I digress. Being alive versus living. What did I mean? So, I am a 3D projection of a higher consciousness, right? But what am I projecting if the morning sun, just upon sight, makes my shoulders heavy yet my head light? Oh, that rhymed. It's passive aggressive to abandon your gift. Think about that for a minute. The system will just have to survive me. Art is in my blood. I did wonder if it was a good idea to keep repeating the words "I'm dying." Then I quickly said, "But you are, aren't you?" Literally, I've been dying since the day I was born. What's killing me is breathing. So figuratively, I am letting all the misgivings of mortality die so that I feel that rush of a higher existence, have it course through my veins, and if a creative outlet is near any naysayers, then I must pick it up and run with it. Stumble and graze my knee, get up, it doesn't matter, be authentic. I make different plans at my mid-age than my peers, it's my race. Some relationships are dying as I run. So is toxic enablement dying. Past trauma I used as a failsafe when I let myself down, dead. Resentment, oh, the resentment, dying. And through it all, the better part of me is living. I don't wish to live long. I only wish to live as long as is necessary to draw my measure of divine energy below as above, and that process should be as innate as breathing. What I visualize when "run 'cause I'm dying" echoes are my bare feet, making repeated impact with that cold ground. One foot in front of another, till the pride and bitterness preserved frozen on my chest melts right off me. Self-sabotage and self-limiting beliefs melt right off my brain. Lies I plan to throw as lifelines melt off my girth. Negativity I walk around spreading melts off my feet. The water flowing into the lava, boiling into a steam cloud that shortens those walls of ice around me that have shut love out. I've come to know that the faster I run, the warmer I become. The more every contour of my God-given being is defined and I tone divine desirability. The lyrics say, getting to the finish line with integrity. Will never stop coming with spectators marking on the verges, yet I will keep on principle. Why? Because I can. The words "I'm dying" are also being uttered by I, the higher self, alerting the flesh to the consequences that giving up and giving in have upon my power. Saying the faster you master self-doubt when a hurdle appears, the more you'll feel weightless when you leap. It's my race. I don't care about being the best or being popular to those who see me in my element. I just want to be undeniable. Simple as that. So it's from a place of paralyzing existential crisis that a short anthem for the onset of an awakening was written. I came out of that kitchen with a hot plate and this. I yearn to feel glory flowing through my veins like fire. Rush of your existence when I breathe. I want the world to know it, that I thrive through your desire, with a road of great resistance underneath.
An eternal crown is what I'm aiming for. It's not enough to just say that I am alive anymore. I'm dying to live. Oh Lord, I am dying to live by the power of I can. 'Cause I can. I can run the race with all I have to give, 'cause I am dying to live. I will run 'cause I'm dying, run 'cause I'm dying, 'cause I'm dying to live. I will run 'cause I'm dying. Run 'cause I'm dying. Run 'cause I'm dying to live. I will run 'cause I'm dying. Run 'cause I'm dying. Run 'cause I'm dying to live. I will run 'cause I'm dying. Run 'cause I'm dying. Run 'cause I'm dying to live. I'm dying to live. Dying to live. Oh Lord, I am dying to live by the power of I can. 'Cause I can. I will run the race with all I have to give. 'Cause I am just dying to live. I yearn to feel your glow.